to my channel. It's called Gears of Snore. I'm out here riding around a couple days after the election. 70-something degrees here in New Jersey. Out enjoying the weather. Thought I'd take a quick ride and talk about what I think the Harley Davidson lineup should look like for 2025. So if it was my call, all the bikes with the sports name on it, they're done. For 2025, the Sportster would be the Bronx. I mean, you have sport in the name. What a great way to attract new buyers to the brand that maybe aren't ready or don't want a cruiser. Then to have an upright, naked sport bike with a great engine. The next model in would be the Softail Standard with the 107. The 114 dies. The 107 should be the entry-level Harley bike, period. You get better suspension, you get a better bike. It's a proven motor, the 107. It's enough to get out, go, and you know, it's a great-looking bike, just like the past Sportster was. No, the new one, not so much. The Lowrider S and the Lowrider ST would stay. However, the ST would come with proper forwards and would have a more sport floorboard. Maybe something like, I don't know what you call them, looks like a cage or whatever. And it'd also come with a higher riser, a seat designed for further distances, and either a bigger screen or, you know, a proper gauge with something like the Indian where you can have, you know, weather information on the bike, directions. The Pan America, honestly, there's never going to be a smaller Pan America. You're going to compete against yourself, right? You have a, what is it, 975? I could be wrong, but okay, so I'm getting the same Pan America, but I can save a couple of grand and buy the one with the smaller motor, and that thing's probably putting out, what, 110, 120? So, I mean, you shoot yourself in the foot having two different size Pan Americas. You know, any bike left over from, you know, the 2023 model styles, they're all done. You decided you wanted to do liquid cool heads, it's time to trim the fat. The product line is too bloated. It's like you don't know what you're doing. I would say the Street Glide has got to come with a better set of handlebars. Those things are way too low. Bring them up higher, bring them further back. I would say, you know, there should probably be cheaper options for, like, let's say the 2025 Street Glide and Road Glide, but again, you're making too much crap. So I could see them, you know, basically unchanged, except for, you know, like I said, my recommendation, a bigger bar, but you know the colors are going to change. Stop charging extra for black. Knock that crap off. I would definitely, and listen, if you don't think Harley has to compete with Indian, you're dead wrong. Indian's advertising $2,000 money down, better rates all year round. And somebody's going to say, oh, well, it's because they have to. Right, but competition is a good thing. If I could get a better APR on a bike that I don't have to do the suspension. Sure, I love Harleys, but, you know, money's tight. It's time to start competing. You either bring the price down, you offer better rates on the loans. I mean, you probably do, but, you know, when I asked the last dealership I bought the Lowrider ST from to call the bank and see about getting me a better rate on the loan, aka closer to the buy rate, not the sell rate, the rate that they sell to you, because after all, your dealership's not a lender. They're just a salesperson, and they want to get paid. You take a higher rate than you're approved for, the bank or the lender and the dealership split it. They put money in their pockets. But lo and behold, at the end of the year, when there's all bikes left over, oh well, then there's great APRs. Warranty's got to go 3 year, 36,000 miles. For the price you're asking, which is the price of a car for most of these bikes, you got to go 3 year, 36, unlimited. And for 2025, I would think that at the very least, there needs to be some incentive to be loyal. You cannot make it on your name anymore. You can't. That's why you're in the situation you're in now. I mean, the whole DEI nightmare, don't get me started. But it's time to start competing. Compete like your life depends on it, because it does, because you've been slacking. I don't know whose idea it was to come out with these new Sportsters. You know, you have the one, sure, it's a pretty decent looking bike, but meh. And you have the other one that looks like it's their version of the Yamaha Fat Cat. Like, what in the actual hell is that thing? It looks like a damn transformer in a pontoon boat had sex, and that was the offspring. Onto Route 287 here. The Heritage Softail or Heritage Softail Classic, whatever they're calling it. I don't know. I would say that you probably should keep that around, since you're, like I said, the Ultra Glide's done. There's no reason to have two bikes that kind of look the same, but, you know, one's got the old suspension, which, you know, it's just, it should have been addressed a long time ago, I'll put it that way. I mean, really, I would keep it. I would, you know, again, you start getting into too many products. Maybe it's time to lose the 114 in it. You know, you have two engines, your 117 and your 107. There's no point having a 107, a 114, a 117. I had a Heritage Softail Classic. I will say it is a great bike. It is. But if that was sticking around for the 2025 year, in my opinion, no more wheels with tubes in them. Either put a spoke on it like the Pan America, or give it a proper wheel. Yeah, you know, quick little ride today. My thoughts on what the 2025, or even hell, 2026. I mean, realistically, they got their product here planned out. Nobody's listening to me. I'm just some guy that rides around my motorcycle. But curious what anybody else's thoughts are. If drop something down in the comments if you have a better idea. I will say, and this is just a hope, I really liked the 2022 Electric Glide I had, because it was a means to get into a bagger where it was almost like a blank canvas, right? But it was affordable. It was 19, right? You can't touch any of the new Street Glide, Road Glide. I mean, I know it says like 25, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, you want air in the tires, you pay more. You want a paint color, you pay more. So let's say 26 grand, right? I would love to see that bike, the Electric Glide name, come back, but offer something different. You know, bring it back with, bring it back with a tuned version of the engine and the Sportster you have now. But then again, there's your problem. If I can buy that and it's cheaper than a Lowrider ST, why am I buying a Lowrider ST? It's a shame to see that name just gets slapped on crap. It's like, hey, yeah, we made two-tone paint white walls, Electric Glide. Make that name mean something. I will tell you, just because it has Electra in it, anybody says electric engine, beat it. But if you made it this far, I thank you for watching. I drop every Sunday at 4 p.m. Give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment. Curious to see what you think.